I just got 20, I'm running on empty. This mobile that came from my money is silly. I feel it envy, not trying to be friendly. It is what it is, if you want me, come get me. Whenever you ready, no, I keep it steady. Yeah, I get the W, throw the confetti. Please do not tempt me, don't hold it against me. We about that action, don't ever forget it.
Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight we finish off Week 4 with a good Monday night matchup between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
And there's a typical run by Josh Jacobs, one where as a defender, you have to make a decision about how you approach him because he's awfully physical with the ball in his hands. 12 touchdowns on the ground last year after 7 as a rookie, and he was a 1,000-yard rusher in each of his first 2 seasons. Wouldn't surprise me with enough touches, he can easily crack the...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
It's almost hard to believe that Joey Bosa is in his 6th season now with the Los Angeles Chargers. A Pro Bowler 3 out of the last 4 seasons. He led the team with 7.5 sacks in 2020. One of the great technicians as a pass rusher in the league.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
You definitely would have liked to have hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Now room for Eckler. And all the way down to the 33-yard line.
Austin Eckler got hurt last year, missed 6 games, but still finished with 54 catches, the 5th most by running back in the NFL. But remember this, 2019, 92 catches. This guy's a definite threat out of the backfield.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. On 2nd and inches, Herbert. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Jalen Guyton was undrafted out of North Texas, but he's carved out a nice little role with this offense, especially when he runs routes like that and makes catches.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it... Blitz coming, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Carr. And he'll find Hall. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun now for Carr. He gets it complete to Jackson. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Deshaun Jackson. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Roberts electing not to try it, and this will come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. Now room for Eckler. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll wind up taking this all the way down to the Raiders' 27-yard line. 61 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. And you talk about great blocking up front. I don't think he was even touched, not a finger on him, until he was brought down to the ground.
I think we heard the whoosh as he went by, didn't we? Right through the gap. No one there, as you outlined. No one touched him at all. A free sprint into the secondary.
Yeah, that's what you call breaking free right there. Running on first down, Eckler. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and
7-7, our score after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. On the give, this is Eckler. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
Now Carr. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Here is Eckler. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Herbert. Caught on the slant. Touchdown, Chargers. Jalen Guyton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious? And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
2 things you can do in that situation. Run and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the 1st down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it could be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
2nd and 5 now. Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And some space here. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big game that time for the Chargers.
And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. A handoff, it's Eckler. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On 2nd and 11 now. Herbert. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again, so it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
To throw again on 2nd down. Carr got a man open. It's Darren Waller. Fighting through, and he's got space. There he goes, right side. 20. And down inside the 10 at the 9. A big play there on the catch and run. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. Here's Jacobs. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up.
Brings up second and goal.
Jacobs again. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
It's 21. Raiders 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane.
There he goes left side. The 30. 10. 5. Touchdown, L.A. Austin Eckler on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead now up to 14.
Chargers 28. Raiders 14.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Carr. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Williams. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Just past midfield.
From just shy of midfield, Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. To throw his Carr. He'll set up the screen to Drake. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years of not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw complete here to Waller. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
No tight end had more catches in 2020 than Darren Waller with 107. The third most by a tight end in history. Maybe we should just take the label off and call him an outstanding receiver.
Carr going to throw. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. Colton Miller, former first-round pick, called for the penalty there. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Here's Carr. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Kenneth Murray able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Carr's throw going into the hands of Williams. And out of bounds right around the 20. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Carr. And he's got it. Touchdown. Kenyon Drake as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
28, Raiders 21.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Out of the gun, Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And this throw will be intercepted.
Picked off by the rookie from TCU, Trayvon Merrick.
And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. The Charger drive about to get going.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
On the ground, it's Eckler. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll try the right side with Eckler. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Herbert now. He finds his target, Allen. But he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Jalen Guyton, his second touchdown of the night. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
Raiders 21. Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Carr. And his throw is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Carr to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Kaiser White. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 2nd and 11 now. A shotgun snap for Herbert. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
from the shotgun. Here's Herbert. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively at second down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Carr. He's airing it out for Williams. It got his man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play there for the Raiders. On play action, it's Carr. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd and goal. The Chargers 3-yard line.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. This will cost him 11 yards there on the 2nd and goal sack. Third and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. Now Carr. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
So Carr exits on 4th down, and on comes Daniel Carlson for the field goal try. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, though.
It does test the mental processes of the team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to a stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games. That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. Here's Ty Long now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Carr. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And this goes out wide for Drake. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
No, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. 3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
Again, it's Carr. Buying time to his left. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. Now Carr, gotta have this one. He'll find Williams on the slant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
1st down, Las Vegas.
On 1st down, Drake. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Carr.
At the Chargers' 42-yard line.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Michael Davis. And he's got some space here. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is up to 18 now. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down. Now Carr. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Carr completes it. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 35-yard line.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Carr. Yeah, he'll find Hall. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up the 3rd down. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And he'll look downfield for Waller. And incomplete on the deep ball. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Carr going to go on 4th down. Flush to his right. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. It's Eckler again. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Boy, 208 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And he's going to be intercepted. Intercepted for the third time thus far.
Picked off by Casey Hayward. That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Throwing on 2nd and long. Carr. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Raiders on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They'll go for it. It's Carr. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Here's Carr. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Carlson on for the PAT. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now.
Makes the score Chargers 42, Raiders 31.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They're going to pass here with Herbert. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Herbert on 3rd down now.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And the Raiders are right back in this football game. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way. And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Chris Harris with a pick, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position, to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Raiders 31.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Herbert now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And the Raiders are right back in this football game. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Going on the ground with Eckler. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.